My name is Rhapsody and welcome to West of Loathing. West of Loathing is a comedic Wild West RPG based on the world of Kingdom of Loathing, the incredibly long-running online game. It's been running so long that I remember playing it when I was 11. I am 23 turning 24, so it's been around for quite some time. Speaking of having played it when I was 11, I don't exactly remember much at all from that period of time of my life. I've somehow scrubbed it clear with vodka. So a lot of this is going to be me rediscovering the charm of this universe that I remember falling in love with, but not exactly why. I remember Pastamancer was one of the classes. I remember there was a pygmy in one place. That's about it. That's all of my knowledge. I also remember that the currency was meat. That's it. Now, let's start a new game. I already had a save file because I had to test things out. So up here, we've got our gender selection. You can be a pair of dice, you can be a lady, you can be a man, you can be a bear, you can be an owl, and you can be a cat. You know, the standard 6 genders. So I'm gonna go as a man. And in order to try and get into the mood, to get into the spirit of this game, because this game has a little bit quirky, a little bit silly, quite clever humor, rather than more crude or lowbrow or kind of off-color humor that is presented in a lot of RPGs these days. I'm talking about You, Stick of Truth, and South Park, and The Fractured, but also whole. I've added also to split up the sentence. Alright, so let's go with name, last name. That's right, we are name, last name, the protagonist male. Wanted for protagonizing. A reward of 1,219 meat. If you shoot these, you can get more on your reward. I don't think that affects anything whatsoever. Let's play. Now, being an RPG, and especially being an RPG that was lauded by Total Biscuit as having a Fallout 2-like dialogue system. Oh, you can tell that that's got me kind of worked up in a way and a half. So, because of that, we are going to be trying to get into the characters. We're going to have a voice for our character. Now, because our character is going to be the one speaking most often, they're going to have to be a voice that I am very well familiar with. The best one that I can do is just a slightly more regal version of my own. That's about it. That's the only one I can really roll with for an incredibly long period of time. The random NPCs and friendos, however, that we meet along the way, are sure to have more distinguished voices. I had the strangest dream. I was choosing a character class. That reminds me, this game is going to be a lot about breaking the tropes and the kind of understood meta of RPG games. Role-playing games, just in case it's a bit tautological, just a bit repetitive. It's like I've said the same thing again and again and again and again and again. Alright. Malay dude, bean slinger has got to be some sort of a conjury kind of thing. I'm thinking magic, and then snake oiler. Now, snake oiler, to me, sounds like kind of alchemy plus rogue. And I like me some alchemy plus rogue. Let's go snake oiler. Snake oilers rely on their Moxby. That's not the word of those that I should fuck up. Snake oilers rely on their Moxby and chutzpah to tame snakes, their fearlessness to extract potent oils from those snakes, and their cleverness to manufacture and sell potions made from those oils. You've heard of snake oilers. You've heard snake oilers are doing really well out west since the cows came home. Everyone needs potions and hope in these dark days. Also, the West is where all the best snakes live. I want to be a snake oiler. Also, don't want to be an American idiot, but that's contrastingly. It wasn't even an option, to be fair. You swipe the spine of one of your books, Shane Swift and the Mystery of the Dark Gulch. Mum gave me this one a few years ago. Read another title, Trouble at Vulture Cove. I love that one. Read another title, Florence Hardy and the Curse of the Spooky Mine. I remember that one. I love that one. I love that one. I remember this one. Damned with faint praise. Leon Danger and the Secret of the Haunted Mansion. Dad gave me with this one when I was a kid. Joe Swift and the Mystery of Witch Canyon. Sorry, Witch Canyon? I'm not sure which canyon you're referring to. Mum gave me this one a few years ago. The treasure of monster ship, this one was one of my favorites, and oh hey, this one might come in handy. I knew that that was there just because I'd played through this to try and test the settings. So it looks like, basically, it controls WASD, as you might imagine. You interact with a ridiculous amount of just little curios and interactables in the room. There's a relatively straightforward battle system, but a lot of it seems like the conversational elements, the RPG entrenched elements, and the ways of getting around puzzles in not particularly straightforward fashions are the most engaging parts of the gameplay. Goodbye, desk. Comb hair. You comb your hair one last time. What hair? Bud, I'm failing to tell you, you really don't have it. Goodbye, phonograph. You pull the needle away from the cylinder and stow the handle away. Hey, Russell. How you doing? I'm gonna miss you, buddy. Alright, that will destroy my throat. Feed Russell a cricket. You grab a cricket from your cricket bag and feed it to Russell. He coos appreciatively and nuzzles your hand. Goodbye, Russell, be good, or maybe it's time for you to leave too. If I'm going on an adventure, you may as well yourself, bud. Ah, that didn't work. Feed him a cricket. Maybe it's time for you to leave too. You open your bedroom window, not pictured, and unlatch the door to Russell's cage. He winks at you, calls one last time, and then flies away to the west. It's time to hit that trail. Our living room. Nothing on the hat rack today. Fair enough. What a mess. Stack that firewood. So it looks like a lot of these curios will just be interactable for experience. Cool. This hearth really puts the hearth in hearth and home. You're gonna miss Mum's cooking. It's Mum's pie safe. It keeps all of her pies safe. Your little brother's room. You pick up one of your brother's weird books and flip through it. Diquisition Arithmetae. Arithmetici. You've no idea what it's talking about. You pick up one of your brother's weird books and flips through it. Solutio Problematis ad Geometrium Cetus Peritonitis? None of it makes a lick of sense to me. Solution to a problem of space? Something? No clue. You pick up one of your brother's weird books and flip through it. Tractatus Logico-Philosophicus. How many different languages do you need to know to learn about numbers? At least 3. Got a puzzle cube. So tidy of a desk, and it's covered with weird diagrams and charts. Let's away. Your mum smiles warmly as you approach. I'm leaving now, mother. We're all gonna miss you, kiddo. Oh, and before you leave, I got you a present. A present? Yeah, it's that one book you wanted from Crimbo. I know it's early, but the one about picking locks? Oh boy. The one about desert survival? Oh boy. The one about bartering? Oh boy. We have no option to be unenthusiastic about this book. Immersion ruined. Picking locks. That's my style. The one about picking locks? Oh boy. No, I'm not. Wrong character. That's the one. Enjoy it. Please be careful out there. Write us a letter when you can. She hugs you. I will, Mom. Goodbye. Damn it! It's gonna be difficult to flick back and forth between voices. I promise you I can do it. I've done it in many a D&D session before. It's just gonna be a little rough to start with. Your mum raises her eyebrow. I just wanted one more hug before I leave. She smiles and hugs you again. Hug. Hug. We've interacted with the same thing multiple times before and gotten a different result. Alright, I'm gonna try and not do that constantly. Your father morosely jabs at the haystack. That hat doesn't fit you, Dad. Time for me to leave, Dad. I'll grow into it. It's time for me to leave. His lip quivers a little. Listen, I want you to have this. It's your grandmother's briefcase full of snakes. You got an item. Briefcase full of snakes. Thanks, Dad. Good luck out there. Just, be sure to say goodbye to your mother. I did. Goodbye, Dad. I don't know why they've all an accent. I've not. It's a haystack. Dig through it. to find the needle in the haystack. Your brother Rufus is standing there looking nervous. He's pretty good at looking nervous. Give him his puzzle back. You hand him his puzzle, and he starts fidgeting with it. Say goodbye. Hey, Rufus, it's time for me to head west. I still don't know why you're leaving. He's got a point. Why are you going west anyway? Are we virtuous to help people? Are we more of a keep to yourself kind of type to seek my fortune? Or do we want to salt the emotional earth of Carthage as we walk out and tell him to get off the stupid farm? Seeking my fortune. There's no opportunity here, kid. If I'm gonna make something of myself, I gotta go where I can make some meat. But it's so dangerous. 60% of the people who go west get killed in a year. And that statistic is from before the cows came home. I'll be okay. You worry about taking care of Mom and Dad. I'll worry about me. Okay, if you say so. I still think you'll be dead by Crimbo. I'll miss you, Rufus. Okay. You give him a playful punch on the arm. Go west, young man. Don't mind if I... Actually, let's check our inventory first. All right. We have a needle. It's not for sewing, it's for picking locks. We have a briefcase full of snakes. This is the briefcase you keep your favorite snakes in. Venom level 3, medicine level 3. All right. There's a lot of snakes in this briefcase. Extract some venom, extract some medicine. I don't think I want to interact with that yet. Locks and how to pick them. This book is a comprehensive guide on the advanced lock-picking techniques. It's got a whole chapter on tumblers. Gives you the lock-picking expertise skill. Let's do that. You quickly memorize the entire book. You got a skill, lock-picking expertise. After you're done reading it, you donate it to the local orphanage. Soon, those orphans will be able to make their escape. Go, orphans, go! This book tells the tale of a renegade sheriff who was really, really bad at walking. Unlocks stupid walking as an option. You read the book from cover to cover and learn how to walk really stupidly. Can we get in the ministry? You got a perk, stupid walking. You accidentally drop the book and then ruin it by stepping on it 30 times while you're trying to pick it up. Oops. Now, here's all our gear. All the slots we don't currently have. Boots, pants, ring, offhand, weapon, pistol, lapel, and hat. All pretty obvious. We've got muscle, mysticality, and moxie. I remember moxie from the original. So muscle determines how much your melee attacks do, as well as how much damage you take when you get dealt melee attack. Mysticality determines how much your magical attacks do. Yeah, okay. And moxie determines how much you do with your pistol and how much damage you take when you get shot. Fair enough. HP determines how much damage you can take before you're knocked unconscious. Being knocked unconscious means you lose whatever fight you're in, as far as you know. Action points, using skills in combat, costs action points. Your action points are restored before every fight. I know your health is as well. And speed determines who goes first in combat. If your speed is higher than your primary enemy, your team will go first. Team. Okay, so it's a team-based RPG. If both sides have equal speed, a coin will be flipped. Fair enough. Your stomach capacity determines how much food you can eat before you need a nap. Also, you can't take naps. You can only sleep for an entire night. Your liver determines how many alcoholic drinks. Okay. And your spleen capacity determines how many potions you can use. So these aren't bars that I need to keep full. When they're filled, that is a problem. That is something that I sleep off. Got it. Wait, what? Do I want to spend the whole game walking on my hands? Kinda. West of Loathing, hitching a ride across the Great Plains. We do have the option to skip the opening credits, but at the very least, I should read the names of the people who are about to provide me this experience. Especially considering all criticism read. It's apparently really good. Stunt coordinate, key grip. What? You're lying to me now. Boom up. Bitch, there ain't no boom operator on a fucking video. Why? I guess, actually. There can be. 200 miles later. Up. We've fallen out, but at least we have a turnip. Well, the bad news is you fell off the cart and got knocked out for a couple of hours. And you've got no ride, no meat, and no prospects. The good news is you're in a town rather than a gulch somewhere. Not much of a town, though. Get up and dust yourself off. The town of Boring Springs. Take this turnip. Okay, I don't really want to be walking funny, so I'm going to turn that off. Beg your pardon, mister? Crap. Ow, dagnammit. Crap. Oh, okay, so... Is that actually affecting me at all, or...? Doesn't seem to be. It's a chunk of wood from the broken hitching post. Cool. Sign of the Soul says, gone drinking. Yeah, right, cow patty. Not a cow, horse patty. As you walk into the saloon, I'm afraid that I'm gonna give everyone the same voice. As you walk into the saloon, the crazy-eyed guy sitting to the left of the door shrieks and waves to get your attention. Hey! What's your hat, dangnammit? Well, can't drink in here without a hat. Tain't proper. He points to the take a hat, leave a hat box next to the corner. Check out the box. You look through the hat box and find a battered derby. It looks like something you'd wear. You got an item, floppy derby. You take the hat and put it on. Thanks, Pete! Stinky Pete? Wait, what's his name? No. Old Pete? Oh, God. How have I forgotten his name? He's one of the first characters you interact with in Good Springs and Fallout New Vegas, and I've forgotten his goddamn name. He's the one who's like, I don't want to give you this dynamite. That's a bad idea. He doesn't talk like that. Everyone here has the same accent as far as I'm concerned, apparently. He gives you a friendly, if somewhat twitchy nod. Say, fella, yeah? You're heading west. If you want some company, I'll be more than happy to drag along. Just let me know. Well, no pressure. All right, I'll keep it in mind. Wrong character again? God damn it. I'm going to make this very convoluted and difficult to follow if I keep fucking up on the accents. Sleeping? These guys are playing poker, or at least trying to. They keep looking back and forth from their hands to the how to play poker card that came with the deck, biting their lips and concentrating real hard. We should come back and play them, because somehow I don't think they're going to be particularly good. It's spittoon. People spit into it. You know, even without looking at it, that it's absolutely disgusting. Look at it. Yeah, it's full of spit. Regular spit, gross tobacco spit, chewing gum. Looks like even a few teeth as well. It's disgusting. And the smell! Even from a distance, it smells horrible. Look closer. You're now on your hands and knees, peering into a filth-encrusted spittoon. I don't understand what's wrong with you. Wait, is there something shining at the bottom? You reach your hand towards the spittoon. Even before you can touch it, you can feel the grossness in the air, like a greasy fog enveloping the stinking brass horror. It smells like vomit trough at a mesquite barbecue eating contest. What is mesquite? Is this an American thing? What is mesquite? No, it's a crop, is it not? I think it's a crop. You hesitate. Never surrender, or never mind, never surrender naturally. You plunge your hand into the awful soup. It makes a sound like glop. Your skin is burning. Your eyes start to water. Search. Your fingers make contact with something. You pull your hand out of the devil's tureen slowly, not daring to risk splashing the contents all over yourself. You appear to have gotten some kind of ring. Probably some kind of disease as well. Congratulations? You got an item. Nasty ring. Alright, show me it. Ah, it's already been equipped. Though getting this ring was traumatic, you have to admit it was worth it. +1 to all of my stats. The broken board is speak softly and carry a crude stick. I getcha, bud. I know who that's a reference to. It's Freddy. And the floppy derby, a fancy big city derby. It's seen better days. You walk up to the bar and wait patiently for the bartender to notice you. While you're waiting, you see a sign taped to the back wall reading, "Reward for lost mugs, 25 gold each. Meat." Meat is the name of the game here. Bartender finally notices you. Howdy, cowboy. Howdy, barkeep. Name's name. What brings you out to our little backwater? Ask about work. Oh, the usual. I came out west to make my fortune. Not having much luck so far, though. Any work around these parts? Unfortunately, Boring Springs are already more people in it than jobs. It's more of a errand town, if you catch my meaning. If you're looking for a real job, I'd recommend talking to the people up near Dirtwater. Ask about the railroad. The railroad? The Manifest Destiny Railroad Company from back east. Trying to run a line of Frisco, having a heck of time doing so. I am sorry to anyone that is actually from America going, what is this accent? Look, there's going to be a lot of it. I'm so sorry in advance. To be fair, as an Australian, I have to hear the constant, another shrimp on the barbie, eh? Right, so this is the comeuppance. This is what it feels like when someone does your accent poorly. And they're hiring? Oh, I'll be reckoning they're hiring for another big company, that. Ask about Dirtwater, ask about errands, ask about Dirtwater. Dirtwater is an interesting place. It's far off enough west that more or less exempt from the rule of law, but not so far west that it's been burned to the ground by the damn cows. Lots of opportunities there. This is traveling. I understand this is not one southern accent in particular. It's moving to different areas. Yep, if I were a young man, I'd head that way myself. Ask about errands. You mentioned errands. Yeah, this Forsaken Burg was always falling apart in one way or another. The hostlers are always needing someone to help because he's already a leg, and no account sheriff should certainly stand to have someone doing his job for him. Anything else? Well, we got a lot. We got a goblin loose in the basement. Some cowpoke in it from Gulch. Didn't wipe his shoes off. Got spores everywhere. I can probably handle a goblin. Much obliged. I'll unlock the basement doors for you. Oh, you'll need this. Got an item. Weak fungicide. I'll take care of it. Okay. So, howdy. Good to see you again, name. Tip your hat. Who's this fella at the bar next to me? Well, might be you should ask him yourself, seeing as he's right there. He won't bite you. Okay. And again, who's the lady drinking whiskey out of a beer mug? That's Susie. She's a ransom from nearby, a real tough broad. I ain't recommend you pester her. Why's that? Lost the whole family to a cow attack recently. Got some pent-up frustrations about it. Okay. Anything else to say? Just thought I'd say howdy. Howdy, I'm Name. Howdy, Name. I'm Horace. They've got my voice, apparently. Nice to meet you. What do you do? I'm the town hostler. I don't know what that is. I'm the town horse selling guy. Gotcha. Gotta go talk to a man about a horse. How's that working out for you? Oh, the horses are just flying out the door. So business is booming. Nice. No, I mean the horses keep running away. Haven't sold one in ages. Oh. Is that why you're drinking here instead? Oh, yep. And me being here drinking instead of watching the horses is probably how they keep escaping. It's one of those vicious circle things. Well, I'm in need of a horse. Do you have any left? One. Kind of boring one, but it's got 4 legs and back to sit on. Come see me at the stable. I'll be happy to show you. Okay. And he's disappeared. The woman glares at you. Howdy, Susie. Howdy, cowboy. Who's... Sorry. Howdy, cowboy who's going to be searching this badone for his teeth if it don't leave me in peace. Okay, goodbye then. You already have a hat? What would you do with 2? I'd make a modest pile of hat. Well, actually, the modest pile of hat was 1 hat. In Team Fortress, this is. The towering totem of hats was 3. I can't remember what 2 was. The noble amassment of hats, actually. Alright. Boring Springs Gazette, April 20th, 1985. This is a copy of the Boring Springs newspaper from about 6 weeks ago, so that tells me it's 1895, rather. Good information to have. Crate of nurse brand whiskey. Good for what ails you. Grab a bottle. Guess we never established your age. Good thing is the legal drinking age here can reach the top of the bar. You got an item. Nurse brand whiskey. The goblin shouts, Bree Yark. Weak fungicide. Effective against goblins. The liquid in this can is actually quite powerful, and it's tailored to killing weak fungi. It can be used in combat. Okay. So it's not something we use prior to combat. We use it in the actual combat itself. So we have 5 different actions. just on the skills. Pistol attack for 4 damage, melee attack for 4 to 5 damage, snake whip for 5 damage plus 1 poison, costs my only AP in this fight. Deploy snake, pull a snake out of your briefcase and deploy it on your side in the battlefield. That's kind of cool as well. I imagine for a more prolonged fight. And surrender. Giving up is the same as losing. Well, I think I'm going to be going with the snake whip. If I start to look like I'm going to lose the fight, I'll change up my strats. But at the moment, I think I just beat him around the noggin. So I don't know if poison wears off at all, but it seems like it's just an ongoing DOT until death. Yeah, until death. There's at par. Beautiful. And got him. Saving that fungicide for later. Victory. Having dispatched the goblin, you pat yourself on the back for a job well done. You gain 3 EXP. Yeehaw, skill up. Moxie, level 2. You left spores everywhere, though. You can hose them down with that can of fungicide. Does that take my can of fungicide? Ah, it does. Okay, so I should have used it in battle, I guess. Automatically spend XP. Attempts to create a well-rounded character. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. I want to create a not well-rounded character. Thank you very much. Ah, the sheriff. Howdy, stranger. Welcome to Boris Springs. I'm the sheriff in these here parts. The what? Sheriff, okay? Blasted paint signers. Say, you wouldn't happen to be looking for work, are you? As a matter of fact, I am. Great! Because I happen to have some. There's a gang of hoodlums round here, what call themselves the Freaker Gang. Last time I arrested one of them, they busted him out and took my cell door with them. It ain't, well, it's just not much good without the door. And I need someone tough, smart, and or slick to go fetch it back for me. Why don't you go do it? You're the sheriff, after all. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Oh, nah. I'll give it a shot. Funny you should say that, because I'm sending the deputy with you to keep you out of trouble, of course. He takes a pistol out of his desk and hands it to you. You got the deputy pistol. Deputy? You deputized a gun? You're new in town. Maybe you haven't noticed, but there ain't much here to do except drink. Here, let me write down where the Freakers Gang hideout is for you. Makes a little note on your map. You've discovered a new location. Great. I'll be back with the door. Take the mug. Wanted for bird theft, Naked Mike Bernstein. Help wanted. Wanted poster artist. Apply in person at Yuma Marshall's office. And Bimmy Fricker for face thieving. Step right up. Braid's the name and trade's the game. You sincerely doubt that his name is Braid. Howdy, Braid. How's it going? Well, sir, today I am trading locks for soap and a stick of dynamite for a needle. And to the cunning skinner who brings me 3 Nightskate hides, well, to that adventurous soul, I will trade 1 fine silver pocket watch. Well, I'll take some dynamite for a needle. Braid, which is so not a name, takes your needle and hands you a stick of dynamite. Be careful with this now. No trade back. Get lost. You approach the weird man cactus hybrid. He smiles at you. Howdy, cactus man. Howdy yourself. Name's Bill. Cactus Bill. What happened to you, Bill? Well, to be honest, partner, I drank too much cactus beer and it turned me into a cactus. Doc Alice warned me this would happen, but I did not listen. And that's why they call you Cactus Bill. No, it's just a coincidence. Oh, does it hurt? Does what hurt? You know, being a cactus. No, it's actually kind of nice. The natural fermentation processes inside the cactus keep me pretty drunk most of the time. Guess it's a mite boring. Yeah, I bet. It wouldn't be so bad if I had something to read. You don't happen to have a newspaper or something, do you? I totally do. Cactus Bill. Give him the newspaper. You give him the newspaper you found in the basement of the saloon. Much obliged, partner. Now let me see here. What can I do to return the favor? My shovel! I left it behind the outhouse in the ore hole mine. If you go get it. I'm sure you'll find a use for it. We get 3 XP and we thank him. Behind the outhouse in the ore hole mine. Got it. Thanks, Bill. Don't mention it. Now, if you could just kind of stick that newspaper to my face before you leave. Stick the newspaper to him. Really stuck it to him. Last person in town we need to see? The hostler. Most typical horse you've ever seen. It's a haystack, dig through it. Oh, just needles again? Yeah. What was this guy's voice again? I think it was straight up mine. Afternoon, sir. What can I do for you? No. Afternoon, sir. What can I do for you? How's business? Oh, every day I'm hustling. To tell you the truth, though, it's pretty terrible. All my horses keep running away except for this completely ordinary one. That's rough. Maybe I can help. Oh, God. Oh, yes. Please. I'd go fetch him myself except for this injury. I'll pay you 300 meat each for finding them. How many are there? 3. Here, let me see your map. They're pretty much always running away to the same places. He draws 3 little pictures on your map. You get the Orehold Mine, Boring Springs Boneyard, and Thousand Snakes Gulch. Why these places? I think the environments are like thematically appropriate. Here, when you find one, feed it some of these oats. That should send it back here. Bag of homing oats. How does that work? They're special pigeon-infused oats. Okay, will do. See you later. Anything else? You sell me a horse? Sure thing. I should warn you, though, horses get mighty attached to their riders. After you bought one, you won't be able to change your mind later. Right now, I only have the one horse available. Let me think on that one. Said something earlier about her injury? Yeah, busted my knee mucking out the showroom. Don't ask me how, it's embarrassing. Slipped in it. Was gonna get Doc Alice to look it up, but she gave up doctoring. Why'd she do that? Nobody knows. Saw herself in her office. Said she wouldn't talk to anyone except Nurse Whiskey. Is that an actual nurse, or I'm pretty sure she was just being sarcastic? I see. Alright. Let's try this again. Get lost, offer whiskey. Whiskey delivery for you, Doc. What brand? Nurse Whiskey. Your favorite, I'm led to believe. Didn't know she made house calls. Alright, hold on. Doc Alice's house. Doc Alice looks to be in about her 50s. Her hair is graying and her face is lined, but her eyes are still clear and sharp, if a little bloodshot. She holds out her hand. Whiskey. Stat. Give it to her or don't give it to her? Give it to her. Indulge the alcoholic. I know I indulge my own. She cracks open the whiskey and fills a small flask. She takes out her pocket. She puts the flask back in her pocket and starts chugging out of the bottle. Jeez, Doc, that doesn't seem healthy. Who's the doctor here? Me or you? Alright, point taken. Is everything alright? That depends on how fast I can get this whiskey into my bloodstream compared to how fast my liver filters out. And I can't talk and drink at the same time, so... She glares at you meaningfully. So, what's up? I mean, what's the matter, Doc? What's up, Doc? What's the matter? The whole world going to hell in a horse cast and you're asking what's the matter? Bandits, cow, demon, dead man walking? Why don't you go pick one and drink to that? Alright. I gotta tell you, this has moved very, very quickly towards J.W. Stillwater, the Paul F. Tompkins character, who is a vigilante crime fighter from Florida, if I recall correctly. Y'all hear a crime go? I just came around here because I heard a crime. Y'all hear a crime go? That's a reasonable impersonation of his impersonation of a character that he created. So not really an impersonation as much as a improvisation. Dead men walking? You haven't seen it? Corpses, skeletons, staggering around puppets with half their strings cut, looking to take a bite out of the living? Nope. Well, count your lucky stars and stay out in town cemetery then. She continues to drink. Okay, that's the same line of conversation. And if I say, well, okay, then we get nothing. Vanny doesn't look like it sees much use. Preen a little. You grab a pair of tweezers and pluck some of the more unsightly eyebrows. We gain 1 EXP. Hey, Doc, can I look at your books? Sure, if you wanna, but they're not gonna do you much good in this goddamn forsaken hellhole. You should try being less cheerful, Doc. Check out the books. Leaf through the legend of Curly Meat, the life and work of Fred Ferguson, Goblinoid Tongues, a primer, or Make Like a Tree and Leaf. I'm gonna go with Goblinoid Tongues. You start flipping through the Goblin language book. It's confusing at first, but eventually you get so engrossed, by the time you take a break from reading, several blurfs have passed, and you know a blurf is the Goblin word for hour. You learn to speak Goblin. Sort of. Leaf through the legend of Curly's meat. It tells of a legendary treasure, a massive chest full of premium meat, secreted, in a hidden sense, not the extruded sense, in the western desert by an old cowhand named Curly Butterfield. And the book purports to be of a Civil War surgeon's autobiography, but flipping through it, you mostly just find a bunch of reasons that drinking alcohol is bad. So it's actually a work of ludicrous speculative fiction. At least has some useful appendices in the back, and some diagrams of appendices. Make like a tree, and let's leave. The stove is spotless. Either she's compulsive about cleaning, or she never cooks. Wow, shouldn't the TNT be further than the fireplace? You're not wrong about that, friend. Well, about 35 minutes into this first episode, just before we embark on our way out of the first town, I'd like to say that my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been, I was about to say Kingdom of Loathing. It is not Kingdom of Loathing. It is West of Loathing. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself. So there's a playlist in the description down below with all my content on this game, present and future, as well as a link to the Steam store page so you can pick it up yourself should you want to play around with it. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.